Hey everyone, Veda here, back with another collective message. Let's jump right on into it. We got kick rocks here. Kick rocks, kicking someone to the curb, refusing to forgive and forget, throwing someone in the trash. So you could very well have kicked someone to the curb. You got quite fed up with their manipulative ways. So someone is very manipulative. We have green light coming out. All signs point toward success. You're moving forward. It's safe to go ahead. Everything is looking really good for you at this time, okay? Someone also doesn't like feeling your wrath. So something about a broken ring, broken promises, and romance. Someone doesn't like feeling your wrath. They're seeing your hidden talents. All of you is being exposed. It's time. It's time for you to be seen. You're discovering new abilities you didn't even know that you had. Skills you haven't showcased but are beginning to. People are seeing you for all that you bring to the table, okay? To the conference room. Standing strong. Let's get another card. Time zone troubles. So something going on with a timeline, it feels like. Complications arising from differing schedules, disconnections, and miscommunication. We did see kick rocks coming out first, so there has been some miscommunication with someone. You could have disconnected with somebody on purpose and they thought that it was an accident. Now you're not picking up your phone, you're not answering someone's calls. We also have Russia here and the math isn't mathing, so maybe some macro level event involving this region here. Some of you could be moving to a new time zone, okay, and it's going to take you a while to get on track or adjusted, let's just say, or something about traveling. Someone's traveling. This could be business travel, goals here. Something you've worked hard on is falling apart. So something that you started isn't really off the ground yet. It could have to do with a relocation with this time zone troubles. You could be changing your priorities. I don't feel like this is anything alarming. It's just a change that you're willingly making because something isn't going the way you envision it. So something about your vision, following your vision, your path, letting things go that just aren't working for you. Here is radiating confidence. It's in the reverse. Your inner light attracts success and admiration, positively affecting those around you, inspiring others. It's in the reverse. So there is someone who, okay, so if you are a very inspirational person, your energy it just pulls people in. You're absolutely fabulous, darling. Okay, that type of energy. There is someone here that keeps trying to do what you do, but they just have to abandon the project of trying to be you, okay? It's not working. They don't have your energy. They can't be seen how you're being seen. And so somebody could be very bitter and resentful. Let's get one more card. Yeah, see? Hey, beautiful. Coming out in the upright. Keeping from the public, secrets, down low behavior. Somebody could be on the down low, shameful, shameless, unwilling to make something public. So someone's hiding a relationship. They're embarrassed by someone and they're hiding it. This person who is trying to be like you is in a relationship, a connection with someone that could even be kind of scuzzy, and they're hiding it because it doesn't go with their brand. So if this is anyone that's trying to be some sort of influencer or whatever, they've got a partner that's very shady in the background. They're trying to fool people, pull the wool over someone's eyes. Interesting. Let's do another round. Why is green light here? All of these signs pointing to your success. Has to do with your hidden talents. Now we have fallacy of perfection, and also cosmic nudge, push from the universe guiding you toward your destiny. That's this green light. So for some of you that have been having trouble getting something off the ground because you could be a perfectionist, just know that there's no such thing as perfection, and don't allow that to stop you from moving forward. It's kind of like if you're a writer, but you can't get your work finished because you keep editing the same chapter, and sometimes you just have to leave it alone, and or throw the whole chapter out and just do something, rewrite something different or write something different, something like that. So somebody could be having difficulty meeting their goals because of some sort of perfection ambition, but you're being guided, nudged to just keep moving ahead. And then I also feel like there's someone that's trying to perfect themselves in your image with this radiant confidence that's in the reverse. So yeah, somebody is trying to perfect themselves, but it's in your image, so it's just not going to work. Hidden talent. Oh wow, we have social butterfly and cashing in. So one of your hidden talents, if you're even like an introverted sort of energy, is that you're very charming. And once you're out there socializing, people just can't get enough of you. Thriving in social circles, very charismatic, okay? And that's one of your talents that you could indeed be cashing in on. And maybe this is something that's just happening for you out of nowhere. But remember, we have cosmic nudge here, so that's important. So some of you could even be invited to be a lead speaker at an event or something like that. So another talent could be that you're an excellent public speaker. Maybe you're not aware of that yet. So something about a public presence, popular, ease in social settings. Yeah, I feel like you can just go anywhere. You can talk to anyone. People really vibe with you right away. That is absolutely one of your hidden talents, your charisma. Time zone troubles. So some of you could be traveling for business. Maybe someone missed a flight even. Emotional betrayal is what's clarifying this. So this emotional betrayal is due to a disconnection. You kick somebody to the curb. They can't get over their feelings when it comes to you. You could be feeling someone else. There could be someone else on the horizon, and this other energy has gotten wind of it. They don't want to see that happen. Somebody could be blowing up your phone. You're ignoring them. You have no tolerance for any sort of betrayal of any kind, emotional or otherwise. Abandoned goals. Rigged. The world is your oyster, rigged. Doesn't matter what's rigged, the world is your oyster. Unfair manipulation to achieve specific outcome, dishonest and unethical behavior. So we've got emotional betrayal, as far as I'm concerned, is unethical as well. So there is something here. But see, it's been abandoned. Somebody knows that this manipulation is just not going to go through. Somebody knows they can't win. And so this has been abandoned. But it doesn't mean they're not going to come back with another plan. So on the world stage, whatever this is that's rigged, it could have to do with the region of Russia, with this time zone troubles. Could have to do with gold, could have to do with minerals, resources, a global agenda here. So something about a global agenda has to be abandoned. 2030 can't happen. It's just it's not working. Something's not working for someone. Radiating confidence in reverse. Whatever sort of blow this has been, it's knocked somebody's confidence down a few notches. Ooh, black gloves. Leaving the evidence, criminal intent in the shadows. So someone is hiding behind the veil. Very manipulative energy. Dishonest. It's all about them getting what they want, and they'll go to any measure to do that. But they've messed up. Someone's made a big mistake. They're being called out. and now they're no longer as confident or cocky as they once were. Not that confidence and cockiness are the same thing, they're not, but someone was overtly or overly confident, cocky, and they messed up. So somebody made a huge mistake here. They are being caught. It's not an innocent act. You have proof of something, but somebody's going to deny it. Maybe it's this emotional betrayal. They'll deny it to the end of their days. They're not going to admit what they've done here. They rather just say it was all a miscommunication. Maybe these are private DMs of someone admitting to something and it's been leaked. Yeah, if you're going to be a criminal, don't use a phone. Like, you got to go back to the old days. The moonshine days. No phone. Private DMs. So their phone has got them caught up. Power plays here is coming out on private DMs. Yeah, somebody saved all the messages and now there's a leak. So there's a leak somewhere. Someone's leaking private messages online. Just because someone's being very unfair, dirty. I feel like this might backfire. There could also be someone here withholding information from you, thinking that they have the upper hand, but you could already have the information. And so, whatever. You could be playing possum. You're a strategist. So someone is a strategist. Let's see. Should we do one more round? Okay, so then kick rocks is still at the bottom. Yeah. There's no amount of manipulation that's going to convince you that this person is trustworthy, whoever they might be. So I think this is beautiful energy here. Your hidden talent being this social butterfly, just really being able to move in any circle whatsoever and get things done. So you're a maker, you're a shaker, you know how to get things done. You know when to let go of something that's not working, even if it is a relationship. And maybe sometimes your confidence does take a hit, but you're always able to turn things back around positively. Okay, so let's just see what else we get. Fallacy of protection. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. So this fallacy of protection, of perfection, I said protection, so you're very protected. It does have to do with being confident in your psychic abilities. Okay, that's very specific for someone, and just continue to follow your guidance. Don't question your guidance. So this is very specific. Psychic ability, trust your intuition, green light, all signs are pointing towards success when it comes to whatever this might be that is utilizing your intuition and maybe even cashing in. Viral fame. So some of you are indeed going viral, okay? But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful transformation. It's the next step in your transformation. Shoot, this could be a podcast, a talk show, whatever you want to do, okay? It is going to work. Just give it your all, okay? Something here requires like your all, but it doesn't mean being perfect. You can't be perfect all the time. Yeah, okay. Cashing in, social butterfly, hidden talent. This is landing on emotional betrayal, and it spun around. Peacock, beware of great pride. Yeah, and then the radiating confidence in the reverse. So this a person that's a manipulator and took great pride maybe in manipulating you, thought they pulled something off, rigged your destiny so that you couldn't succeed. It's all failing. Okay? It's all failing. And this social butterfly too could also be like social experiment. I don't know why I'm getting that exactly, but it has to do with this great pride. That's the social engineering, just telling everyone that they can all like do the same things and be like billionaires or whatever. And not everyone has the same talents, but whoever you are, your talent is true and is standing out. There's something that you're doing that's standing out, okay? Cashing in. Dragon here, now landing on this great pride, and it says beware of self-delusion. So yeah. I feel like whatever success you have that you're attaining, it has been a slow process, and that is also quite helpful. When something is like success comes slow versus too fast, then you know, you're not as likely to fall into this corrupt loop of self-delusion and too much pride. Okay, so I feel like whoever you are, this is something that you're kind of avoiding. Okay, cashing in. But as for this other person, I feel that they let maybe a temporary win just go to their head completely, and man, now it's not working. Cashing in, social butterfly. This is also landing here on Peacock, and it's love. So someone was too prideful to really tell you how much they loved you. Instead, they played a lot of games, and now they're simmering alone and confused, okay? Cashing in. Meanwhile, you could be going viral. You are seizing the moment. Desk here, coming out. Pay attention to your work. It was face down. So this person, their head is so far up, like what you're doing, that they're not focused on themselves at all. And that's not helpful or useful. So July could be the month where you're literally going to go viral. Viral fame happening for someone in July. This is July 1st. So, hey. Suck it now. Rigged. Why is rigged here? Wozers. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require carefully handling. Rigged, abandoned goals. So there's something that you were doing, or maybe you working with someone, and you realize that the math wasn't mathing here. Okay, so could even have to do with a non-for-profit with this Cajun Army here. Or that could be on the macro level where there's more so-called, what do they say, mismanagement or misappropriation of funds when it's literally theft. Okay, so there's something that you abandoned because you saw right away, or maybe your third eye just kind of like beamed you home, Scotty, and lets you know, nah, if you mess with this, it's gonna knock you back into the wind, and you walked away from it. Okay, so there is something here that did require your careful assessment. You abandoned the mission or whatever it was that wasn't resonating with your divine soul mission, activation, etc., and off to the races you go. And it could also, criminal. So there's something criminal here that you said, hell no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so black gloves, landing on grasshopper, cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Well, somebody dissatisfied. We not claiming that energy. Someone's dissatisfied that they couldn't be you or rig what you got going on. Very dissatisfied that their plans failed, and they got to start all the way over, which there's nothing wrong with starting over, but for whoever this is, man, they blew it. They betrayed themselves, and they continue to do so. Could literally even be drinking out of a cracked coffee mug. Like somebody is just, they can't let go of the past, it seems. Black glove, black out. So someone has heavily redacted a document too. Something about heavily redacted. Dark gloves, landing on power plays. Lobster, how interesting. Financial pinch. Yeah, see, I feel like someone tried to set you up in some sort of deal, but you got out of it. You might have had to pay a lot of money, but you still got out of it. New start. Someone is in a financial pinch. They're trying to play you some kind of way, and they could be utilizing some sort of messaging that they feel gives them the upper hand. Or either that's the... Okay, this is just an example, but let's just say there is a politician that's quite corrupt. Usually how they pinch these people, they target, or we'll just, I don't want to get too much into that, but Um, a great way that they get these politicians to do what they want, they will just say, is they find the ones that are already in financial dire straits. It's easier to manipulate them and get them to do what they want by maybe being a little bit lavish, you know. So somebody here, there's some DMs that could be coming out about someone that's on the take. They took some bribes, and that's a power play that someone else is utilizing, okay? So that's like a spin-off episode, whatever this is right here, macro level. But it could also be a storyline that's coming out. I'm in Chicago. Chicago is literally the most corrupt city in the United States. Always has been. I'm born and raised. So there's someone here, probably in this town or elsewhere, doesn't matter. But someone's leaking some private DMs to do with their finances. The math is in mathing, Cajun Army, groomers, whoa, groomers here, and then manhunter, oh shit, race hustlers, yeah, that's a mouthful right there. that's, yeah. Ooh, so that's a story, that's something that's coming out. Groomers, we know what groomers are, manhunter, somebody's on the run, it's a race hustler. Yeah, these mofos, auctions, high mercury levels, wet brain and grifters. Yeah. All right, well, let's shut this down. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. Okay, will, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Yeah, somebody here, there's been a power play, a power move, and they've been set up. They took the bait. And they're about to get blasted, okay? So this is some sort of public humiliation ritual happening to a corrupt person. Doesn't necessarily have to be a politician, could be a celebrity. It doesn't matter. They're on blast. Black gloves. Tower here coming out on abandoned goals. Solid foundation, success with effort. Yeah, nothing's going to stop you, okay? Cat. A two-faced friend. So for some of you, this is someone who was always two-faced. You kicked them to the curb, but they're still trying to cause you some damage. So yeah, I'll just close this out. Final messages from the angel deck. Moon cycles came out in the first reading today that I have not posted yet because I don't like it, but I'm going to post it anyway. Moon cycles, Archangel Haniel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Anything else? So you are capitalizing, cashing in on your hidden talents. It's about time for someone, okay? It's about time for someone to do that, to show yourself. And now we have hello from heaven. So I feel like this hello from heaven is this cosmic nudge here. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So you are indeed blessed, loved, and you're just moving forward, full steam ahead, okay? So that's what I have, collective. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you soon.